Welcome back, writers. Are you ready to keep working on the informational book you started yesterday? I'm so proud of the hard work that I've seen about adding exact details. I saw one writer who was writing about her baseball team, and she described the color of their uniform. I saw another writer that was writing all about baking a cake and how to become a baker. And you know what? He told me the exact number of bowls I was going to need and the exact kind of spoons. Those are great exact details that readers need to know if we're going to teach them about our informational topic. Today, we're going to do another thing that's going to help our readers to really learn about the topic we want to teach them about. Today, we're going to develop our topic by answering who, what, when, where, and why questions about our topic. Let's get started. Just like in reading, we can use these types of questions to help us with our writing. Remember, when we're reading, we ask who, what, where, when, and why to make sure that we are understanding all the details. We do the same thing as writers. We can look back over our writing and think, what kind of questions might my reader ask that I want to make sure that I answer? Is my writer going to ask a where question? Where something is at? Then maybe I can write the detail in my writing. Or maybe the reader is going to ask a why question about my topic, why it happens, and then I could write that detail in my writing. Let me show you how to do this using my topic about my home. Just like we talked about, I can ask these who, what, when, where, why, and how questions to think about what my readers might be wondering in their head and add it to my writing. So as I'm looking at these questions, I'm thinking maybe I could ask a when question. Because you don't see alligators all the time, so somebody might ask, when do you see the alligators? And I can add that detail to my writing. So when do I see alligators? I usually see them in the early morning or the late evening. So I can add that into my writing by saying like this. I see alligators in the morning or the evening. Let me write that. I'm going to add that word, I like that. I often see alligators Now instead of just saying morning, I'm going to be a little bit more exact with my detail. In the early morning. In the early morning or in again, I'm going to be exact. I'm not just going to say the evening. I'm going to say the late evening. In the late, vowel consonant E, late evening. So now I answered the question when. What's another question I might be able to ask? How about what? What do you do if you see an alligator? My readers might want to know that, so I need to tell them what I do if I see an alligator. Well, if I see an alligator, I back away slowly and I don't get close. So I could say that like this. If I see an alligator, I don't get close. I back away slowly. That sounds about right. Let me write that. Now, new sentence, so what kind of letter do I need? That's right, a capital letter. If I see an alligator, I don't. Don't is a contraction, right? It's do and not pushed together. So I write it like this. Don't with an apostrophe T. Remember that? I don't get close. Cool. Hey, that's a blend. What two letters do I need? That's right, C-L. Cool. O-S. I hear a long O. O-S. What do we need at the end? That's right, an E. If I see an alligator, I don't get close! Exclamation point, because that would be dangerous. I back. CK makes the K. I back away slowly. Period. So did you see how I asked two questions, right? I asked when
do you see alligators? And what do you do if you see alligators? And then I answered those questions by adding details. Look at how many details I have because I was able to ask questions. Then I could turn to my next page and I could think of more questions to ask about my next page. And that is how I get lots and lots of great details to grow my writing topic.
Okay, writers, your turn. Here's your job for today. I want you to reread your informational text that you started yesterday. On each page, I want you to ask a question, one of these who, what, where, when, or why questions. If the question doesn't get answered on your page, answer it by adding details. Now, you might be wondering, why did I ask you to have 2 half sheets of paper? Well, here's what I want you to do sometime either today or tomorrow. I want you to use one of the half sheets of paper to add a lead and the other half sheet of paper to add an ending. We're not going to stop and take time to learn how to do that because we already learned how to do that in a lesson before. So at some point today and tomorrow, I want you to remember what you know about leads, and I want you to add a lead on your half sheet of paper. And then I want you to think about what you know about endings, and I want you to add an ending. If you don't have time today, you'll have time for it tomorrow. Okay, writers? Know what you're doing? Ask questions and answer them on your paper using details, and then if you have time, add a lead, add an ending. Have fun, writers!